Toyota's RAV4 is the one everybody knows, but the Kia Sportage has been creeping up with serious upgrades. So when you line them up side by side, which SUV really comes out on top? Hello everyone, this is Sully from CarlandTV. It's time to hop in the front seat, because today I'm breaking down the 2025 RAV4 and Sportage to see which of these two compact SUVs delivers the better all-around experience in the real world. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below. The subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. This is not necessary, but those little clicks help a brother out. Plus, it pushes me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. If you're shopping for a compact SUV in 2025, chances are the Kia Sportage and Toyota RAV4 are already on your radar. But the spec sheets actually don't tell the whole story. So yeah, let me save you from the horror of wasting time or money. There's no missing the 2025 Kia Sportage when it pulls up. I've had people stop me at gas stations just to ask what it is. That sharp front end, with the boomerang LED running lights and the wide tiger nose grille, gives it this futuristic, almost concept car vibe. Even from the side, it's got strong sculpted body lines, a sloping roofline, and available two-tone paint that really makes it pop, especially in colors like jungle green with the black roof. Now the RAV4, this one's more familiar, but it still holds its ground. Toyota's stuck with that strong square-jawed design that's made it such a hit. The front grille and slim hammerhead headlights give it a sturdy planted look, and trims like the TRD Off-Road really lean into that with chunkier tires and unique accents. It's not flashy, but it feels confident, like a vehicle that's more about capability than curb appeal. So here's how it stacks for me. The new Sportage is bold, edgy, and ready to be noticed, while the RAV4 remains a classic Toyota, practical, clean-cut, and quietly rugged. It really comes down to whether you want to stand out or stay timeless. Getting inside the 2025 Kia Sportage, you can tell Kia's trying to make a statement. The interior feels more like something from a near-luxury brand than a mainstream crossover. That massive curved dual display, two 12.3-inch screens molded into one sweeping panel, completely transforms the dash. It's clean, futuristic, and honestly more high-end than what you'd expect at this price point. The physical buttons are minimal, but Kia still keeps some key climate controls touch-sensitive, which can take a little getting used to. As for materials, upper trims like the SX Prestige feel plush with contrast stitching, soft-touch panels, and even ambient lighting that actually adds to the vibe on night drives. Now, space-wise, the Sportage is solid. There's plenty of headroom up front and a good driving position, though rear seat legroom is just slightly tighter than I expected. Still comfortable, but the CR-V and RAV4 edge it out back there. Cargo space is great, though. Kia includes a dual-level cargo floor, which I've used to stash tools and groceries separately more than once. Step into the 2025 RAV4, and it's a different story. Toyota keeps things more traditional. Straightforward layout, chunky knobs, and materials that feel built to last more than impress. And honestly, it works. Everything's right where you expect it. Visibility is excellent, and the seats, especially in XLE or limited trims, are nicely supportive. So yeah, the Sportage gives you a modern tech-filled cabin that feels exciting every time you step in. The RAV4 focuses on function and familiarity. Both do comfort well, but in totally different ways. Next up, let's pop the tailgate and see which one handles cargo and practicality better. Starting with the 2025 RAV4, it's clear Toyota designed this thing with utility in mind. Pop the tailgate, and you get 37.6 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats. Fold them down, and it opens up to nearly 70 cubic feet. What I like most is how flat the load floor is. It's easy to slide stuff in without it tipping or snagging. The liftover height is also low, which makes a real difference when you're loading heavy boxes or coolers. I've packed camping gear and even a mountain bike in the back of an RAV4 with room to spare. Plus, the wide rear hatch and tall opening Just make it easier to use in the real world. Now, the 2025 Sportage actually surprises a lot of people here. It edges out the RAV4 on paper, offering up to 39.5 cubic feet behind the second row and 74.1 cubes with them folded. That's a big deal if you're loading bulkier stuff. Kia adds some smart touches such as the dual-level cargo floor, which lets you hide smaller items, or create a flatter floor for bigger loads. There's even a little underfloor bin for keeping tools or straps out of the way, which I've used more than I expected. So if you want rugged simplicity and easy access, the RAV4's got it nailed. But if you want a little more flexibility and hidden storage, the Sportage brings cleverness into the equation. Tech can either make a car feel modern or like it's stuck in 2015. And I've got to say, after bouncing between the 2025 Sportage and the RAV4 for a week, the difference in cabin tech is immediately obvious. The Sportage feels like it was built for folks who actually care about screens and layout. The curved panoramic display, which includes two 12.3-inch screens molded together, is the kind of thing I'm used to seeing in luxury cars, not compact crossovers. The infotainment side is fast, clean, and super easy to navigate. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are also standard. I didn't have to fumble with chords or menus, it just worked. Even the optional Harman Kardon system surprised me. I was messing with the EQ settings just for fun on a long drive, and it holds up even when you crank the volume. The only hiccup is the climate or audio control bar below the screen. Swapping between modes while driving isn't the most intuitive thing. The RAV4 is a big step up from older Toyotas, no doubt. The 10.5-inch screen on higher trims looks sharp and finally responds the way a 2025 system should. I had wireless CarPlay in the XLE Premium and everything synced quickly. That said, the interface still feels more Toyota than techy. Basic menus, no real customization, and the gauge cluster options are limited unless you're in the pricier trims. It gets the job done, but it doesn't wow you. If you want a screen setup that feels futuristic and makes the cabin feel like something new, the Sportage easily takes the edge. Toyota has cleaned up its system, but Kia just went further with it. Now let's shift gears literally and see how these two actually perform once the tires hit the pavement. Performance might not be the first thing folks think about with compact crossovers. But after driving both the 2025 Kia Sportage and Toyota RAV4, I can tell you how these things behave on the road makes a real difference day to day. Let's start with the Sportage. I tested the hybrid model, and the 1.6-liter turbo paired with the electric motor gives you a combined 227 horsepower. That thing moves. It's got torque down low, and merging onto the freeway, or passing at speed felt effortless. The 6-speed automatic shifts smoothly, no CVT droning here, and it's actually a little fun to push in sport mode. Even the gas-only 2.5-liter model with 187 horsepower gets the job done for commuting, but you do miss that low-end pull the hybrid gives you. Ride quality is firm, but comfortable, and in the X-Pro trim with all-terrain tires, it held up surprisingly well on gravel and rougher roads. The RAV4, on the other hand, plays it a bit more conservatively, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. The base 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine puts out 203 horsepower, paired with an 8-speed automatic. It's smooth and predictable, but doesn't feel as punchy as Kia's hybrid. The RAV4 hybrid makes 219 horsepower and is more responsive off the line than the gas version, but Toyota's eCVT gives it that rubbery feel under hard acceleration. Still, it's quiet, composed, and tuned for comfort. And if you really want performance, the RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid is the fastest of the bunch. It can hit 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds, but it's also the most expensive by far. In a nutshell, the Sportage feels more energetic and tech-forward behind the wheel. The RAV4 is calmer, more mature, but I think it's a little dated by comparison, driving the 2025 Kia Sportage hybrid. I was genuinely impressed by how far it stretched a tank. On paper, the front-wheel drive version gets up to 44 miles per gallon in the city and 42 miles per gallon on the highway, and my all-wheel drive tester still managed a solid 38 miles per gallon combined in mixed driving. That's with no hypermiling, just regular commutes and a couple of highway runs. Kia also offers a plug-in hybrid version rated at 261 horsepower and up to 34 miles of all-electric range. It's a great option if you've got a short daily drive and can plug in regularly. The standard gas-only Sportage with a 2.5-liter engine is fine for light use, around 25 to 28 miles per gallon combined depending on front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. But once you drive the hybrid, it's hard to go back. As for the 2025 Toyota RAV4, this is where it still holds strong. The gas model gets a respectable 30 miles per gallon combined in front-wheel drive, with all-wheel drive dropping it a bit. But the RAV4 hybrid really delivers with up to 41 miles per gallon in the city and 38 miles per gallon on the highway. In my test loop, it stayed right around 40 miles per gallon, combined without babying the throttle. Smooth, efficient, and easy to live with. And if you want top-shelf efficiency, the RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid can go about 42 miles on electricity alone and still hits over 90 miles per gallon equivalent when charged regularly. So if saving money at the pump is a big priority, the hybrids are where it's at. No question. Kia gives you more power and slightly better city efficiency, but Toyota's system is smoother and has a longer track record. Toyota's reputation for longevity is also well-earned. I've known folks who've taken their RAV4s well past 200,000 miles, with nothing more than oil changes and brake jobs. The 2025 RAV4 sticks to what works: proven engines, predictable CVTs in the hybrids, and a platform that's been refined over the years. It doesn't feel cutting edge, but that's part of the point. Everything is built with durability in mind. Maintenance isn't dirt cheap, but it's not outrageous either, and the dealer network is massive. Toyota covers the RAV4 with a 3-year or 36,000-mile basic warranty and a 5-year or 60,000-mile powertrain warranty, plus 2 years of complimentary scheduled maintenance, which is a nice touch. Now, Kia's playing a different game. The 2025 Sportage may not have the same long-term track record, but they're offering one of the strongest warranties in the business. You get a 5-year or 60,000-mile basic warranty and a 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's a big confidence booster if you're planning to hold on to the vehicle or pass it down to someone else. And while Kia's reliability has come a long way since the early 2000s, there's still a bit of "we'll see" baked into the long haul. But based on my experience driving the Sportage, it feels solidly put together. No rattles, no weird quirks, just a smooth, well-built ride. So if you want a crossover with a proven long-term reputation and better resale value, the RAV4 has the edge. But if you want peace of mind covered in writing, Kia's warranty coverage is tough to beat. After driving both the 2025 Toyota RAV4 and Kia Sportage back-to-back, it's clear these two are built for different kinds of drivers. The RAV4 plays it safe, and I mean that in a good way. It's reliable, comfortable, and you know exactly what you're getting. Toyota's hybrid system is buttery smooth, and the resale value is tough to beat. If long-term durability and brand trust are your top priorities, the RAV4 is still one of the safest bets out there. But the 2025 Kia Sportage feels like the SUV that actually evolved with the times. It's more modern inside, more engaging to drive in hybrid form, and it just gives you more features for your money. That big curved screen, set-up wireless CarPlay terrain modes, and a killer 10-year powertrain warranty make it feel like you're getting something premium, but without paying the premium price. So here's the verdict. If you want a crossover that feels safe, familiar and time-tested, the RAV4 is a rock-solid choice. But if you're looking for better value, fresher design, and a more tech-forward experience, the 2025 Kia Sportage takes the win.